am happy to meet the well-wishers of our channel, Neon Forge. Good morning to all. So far we have posted 4 videos regarding Europe tour. First one is preliminary details and preparatory work. Second one is about London. Third one is the Netherlands or Holland. And fourth one is Belgium. Hope you have liked and enjoyed in hearing and seeing those videos. Well, on the 5th day of our Europe tour, we have seen wonderful and fascinating places of Grand Place, Meiningen Beast statue and Atomium in Brussels, Belgium in the morning. After finishing excellent Indian lunch in Brussels, we left at 2 p.m. for Paris, France. France in Western Europe encompasses medieval cities, alpine villages, and Mediterranean beaches. France has been a center of Western cultural development for centuries. France is still recognized in the world for its rich cultural tradition. The country is renowned for its wines and sophisticated cuisines. Lascaux's ancient cave drawings, Lyon's Roman theatre, and vast palace of Versailles attest to its rich history. France is one of the most popular tourist destinations and receives the highest number of tourists every year. France also ranks 5th in tourist spending. The main attractions in France are, of course, Paris and Disneyland, but the French Riviera, Alsace, and lovely wine regions are also there. France is the largest country in Europe Union and the second biggest country in Europe. France uses 12 different time zones. Liberty, equality, and fraternity is the national motto of France. There are over 400 kinds of cheese made in France. France has a number of sites inscribed in the UNESCO's World Heritage List. Such a beautiful country is France. The distance between Brussels and Paris is roughly 350 kilometers, but it took 6.5 hours to reach Paris by us. Straight away, we went to see Eiffel Tower. The illumination of tower and the beams of light in the night are worth seeing. We are able to see it for just 20 minutes only on that day. After seeing illumination of Eiffel Tower, we left for hotel and stayed in Paris. Paris is situated in north central part of France. It has been one of the world's most important and attractive cities. It is appreciated for the opportunities it offers for business, commerce, study, culture, entertainment, its gastronomy, painting, literature, and intellectual community. Paris is the capital of France. It is a major European city and a global center for art, fashion, and culture. Most popular city of France is Paris. It is known especially for its museums and architectural landmarks. Paris is the center and seat of Grand Paris regions. It is the second busiest metro system in Europe. Similarly, Paris is the second most expensive city in the world. Paris hosts the annual French Open Grand Slam tennis tournament and the red clay of Roland Garros. In 2019, Paris was ranked as the second most visited travel destination in the world. Our first program of the 6th day tour in the morning is to see Eiffel Tower in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron lattice tower and the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. It is named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower. The Eiffel Tower was constructed from 1887 to 1889 as the entrance to the 1889 World's Fair. It was initially criticized by some French leading artists, engineers, and even intellectuals for its design, but it has become a global cultural icon of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. The Eiffel Tower is the most visited paid monument in the world. The tower is 320 meters tall and the tallest structure in Paris. Its base square, measuring 120 meters on each side. The tower has 3 levels, with restaurants on the first and second levels. The top level's upper platform height is 276 meters above the ground. The highest observation deck is accessible to the public. Tickets are to be purchased to ascend either by stair or by lift to the first and second levels. Then to the third level, small lifts are operated. The climb from the ground level to the first level is over 300 steps, as is the climb from the first level to the second. Although there is a staircase to the top level, it is also accessible by small lifts. The wrought iron of the tower weighs 7,300 tons, and the addition of lifts, shops, restaurants, and broadcast antennae have brought the total weight to approximately 10,100 tons. It was wind resistance. Gustave Eiffel engraved on the tower the names of 72 French scientists, engineers, and mathematicians in recognition of their services and contributions to the building of the tower. The tower is painted in 3 shades, lighter at the top, darker towards the bottom to complement the Parisian sky. It was originally a reddish brown. This has been changed in 1968 into a bronze color, known as the Eiffel Tower Brown. An average of 28,000 people ascend the tower every day. The Eiffel Tower can be seen smoking every night for 5 minutes each hour at the precise start of the hour. Now, radio and digital television signals are transmitted from the tower. Eiffel Tower is just 6 kilometers from our lodge. Around 9 in the morning, we all proceeded towards Eiffel Tower in our luxury bus coach, and we reached the tower at 9:30 a.m. Before entering, we spent around 45 minutes in front of the Eiffel Tower in taking photos individually with family members and group members. Fortunately, no crowd was there on that day. Since we visited in the morning, only 100 to 200 tourists were waiting there to enter. We also joined the queue. Within 15 minutes, we reached near the lift point and then we got in the lift. Within few minutes, we reached the second level after making a stopover in the first level for 2 minutes. Here, in this context, I would like to emphasize and remind one important point. Hope most of you might have seen my first video in which I well explained with regard to the selection of travel agency. I got received pamphlets from 3 travel agencies. While scrutinizing pamphlets, to my surprise, I found that of the 3 travel agencies, only one quoted up to the third level to climb, whereas the other two agencies stated that they would take only up to the second level. So, please remember, while choosing a travel agency, we have to consider and verify all these factors. Otherwise, we will be disappointed after reaching there. Well, after seeing second level for a couple of minutes, we entered the small lift batch by batch to reach the third level. Then we climbed to the top level in the tower. Top of the tower is so cool and windy. It is open with full safety arrangements. We saw the wonderful and fascinating views of Paris city, including Seine River, from the tower from all sides, which made us so excited and astonished. It was stunning and very impressive. Everyone should see and enjoy this spectacular Eiffel Tower at least once in their life. Yes, I wish all for that. Such a splendid engineering structure and monument is Eiffel Tower. After spending an hour in the ever memorable tower, we got down and left for boarding in the river Greuze in Seine River. The Seine River is located in France and it runs through the capital of Paris for 13 kilometers from east to west. The river runs for 776 kilometers. It is France's third largest river. The average flow of the river is very slow. At its mouth, it is more than 16 kilometers wide and it is one of the most navigable river in France. The river is used daily for water consumption, shipping and tourism. So, it is an important commercial waterway within the Paris Basin in the north of France. The river is known for its romantic sightseeing boats. Near the Eiffel Tower is the main starting point for Seine River cruise. We have boarded in a cruise. It is a majestic trip along the Seine River on the cruise. Both the inner deck and the top outer deck are very comfortable. Enough seats and space are available in the cruise. Audio guide and informative commentary from the app was also available in the boats. While traveling, we have seen historic buildings and attractive monuments like Grand Palace, Notre Dame Cathedral Church, Louvre and d'Orsay museums, Eiffel Tower. While crossing such monuments, we were given a brief history of that monument. Really, it was an excellent and touching explanation. UNESCO World Heritage Site has added the banks of River Seine to its list in 1991. We admired the iconic and marvelous sights of Paris and a relaxing River Seine cruise for an hour. It was an excellent and very pleasant boat trip to see Paris from different perspective and angle. Then we left for taking lunch. Our next program in Paris is to visit Arc de Triomphe. It is one of the famous monuments in Paris, France. It honors those who fought and died for France in the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars, with the names of all French victories and generals inscribed on its inner and outer surfaces. Beneath its vault lies the dome of unknown soldier from World War I. It is a triumphal arch which is of neoclassicism architectural style. The height is 50 meters. It was designed by Jean Jaskin in 1806. The great arcades are decorated with allegoric figures representing characters in Roman mythology. 21 sculpted roses are in the ceiling. Napoleon ordered the construction of a triumphal arch in 1806 to glorify the army. It took 30 years to build this arch. It is a commemorative monument. We started from Arc de Triomphe around 3:30 p.m. to Notre Dame de Paris, which is just 5 kilometers from Arch Place. The cathedral's construction began in 1160 and completed in 1260. It was modified very frequently. The cathedral is one of the most widely recognized symbols of the city of Paris and the French nation. It is a wonderful and historical church in the heart of Paris. It is temporarily closed from April 2019 for reconstruction and renovation since a major fire broke out in the church. We were unfortunate and unable to visit inside the church. We did only photo shooting. We come to learn that there is a small museum underneath. A small plaza in front of the church is also there. The architectural design is very spectacular. It is a legendary and most beautiful place and masterpiece of world architecture. We left from the cathedral to Concord Square, which is around 3 kilometers from the church. It took nearly 20 minutes to reach the square. The Place de la Concorde is one of the major public squares in Paris, France. Measuring 19 acres in area, it is the largest square in the French capital. The place was designed by Gabriel in 1755 as a moat-skirted octagon between the Champs-Élysées to the west and Tuileries Garden to the east. South of the place is River Seine. In 1795, the square was renamed as Place de la Concorde from the name Place Louis XV. At the north end, two magnificent identical stone buildings were constructed and they are separated by the Rue Royale. At each of the 8 angles of the octagonal place is a statue. The center of the place is occupied by a giant Egyptian obelisk, which is otherwise known as rectangular stone pillar with a tapered top decorated with hieroglyphs. The obelisk, a yellow granite column, is 23 meters high. The government of France added a gold-leafed pyramidal cap to the top of the obelisk in 1998. The two fountains have been the most famous in the square. They are two monumental fountains located in the Concord Square in the center of Paris. Museums, historical buildings, many theaters, prestigious hotels, restaurants, clubs and shops are found in the large plaza. It is the oldest memorial monument in Paris. It is declared as one of the historic places in 1936. It is a lovely and spacious public square which we enjoy like anything. It is a busy and outstanding square. The last one which we visited in Paris is Opera House. It is near the Concord Square. The distance between the Concord Square and Opera House is around 1000 meters. Opera House is historically known as Opera de Paris. It was designed by Charles Garnier. The construction was started in 1861 and completed in 1875. It is one of the most well-known opera houses in the world. It is an Italian-style monument. It is one of the best and most impressive sights of the Paris city. The second Parisian Opera House opened in 1989. It houses the Paris Opera Library and Museum. We didn't have time to sit inside. The architectural design of the Opera House is very excellent and extravagant. It is unquestionably a masterpiece of the first rank. While returning from the square and Opera House, we have seen again the glorious glittering Eiffel Tower around 7 p.m., which made us so excited and happy. After finishing excellent Indian dinner, we reached our hotel. Next day, after vacating hotel, we left for Zurich, Switzerland from enchanting Paris. If you like this video, please share and subscribe our channel Neon Forge and send your valuable comments and suggestions to us so that we could improve. We are very eager to receive and see your comments. Thank you for watching this video. Switzerland is our next program. Bye all of you.